The monthly dish to the daily dish with Candice Cooper. I'm going to try to clean my screen. Let's see. Is that any better or is that worse? Wow! You guys, it's been too fucking long. Okay, it's been too long. I'm going to wait for some people to jump on here. And then we're going to start talking about life and Jeff Lewis. Let's see. I want to do a little research. Okay. Uh-oh. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? How is everyone? Okay, so I'm looking up Neptune and Aries. Okay. Neptune and Aries, January 26, 2026 to 2039. It marks a 13-year transformative era, merging Neptune's dreamy spiritual influence with Aries' fiery action, challenging society to become spiritual warriors. Okay. This transit shifts focus to individual liberty, pioneering new spiritual paths, and breaking down old structures, last occurring during the 1860s. So we have action-oriented dreams. Rather than just dreaming, this transit forces the actualization of visions requiring courage, direct action, and the pursuit of independence. Spiritual and artistic renaissance. This is interesting because I was just talking about this with someone the other day, and I thought to myself, are we going to have a spiritual or like an artistic renaissance? After the Dark Ages, there was a big renaissance. Are we going to have great art come out of this? Are we going to have, because right now I feel like Hollywood is falling apart, so the arts are dead. TV is dead, movies are dead, soap operas are dead, sitcoms are dead. Everything that we relied upon previously to give us that artistic escape. Hi, do you want to say hi to everyone? Has fallen apart. So I was saying to someone the other day, are we going to have like an artistic renaissance? Are people... You know, is it going to be not Hollywood anymore? Is it going to be in a different state? Is it going to be in a different country? What is the medium that it's going to encapsulate? Is it theater? You know, we all know that I went to the ballet for Christmas to see the Nutcracker, and I am very in support of the arts. I am an artist myself. So, you know, just wondering. And then here we have the Neptune and Aries, spiritual and artistic renaissance, a new, intense, and individualistic form of spirituality may emerge alongside innovative, raw, artistic expression. Why am I thinking that this is giving Harry Potter? Why am I thinking this is giving 5 3/4? Why isn't that what was the landing that Harry Potter had to go on to to get to Hogwarts? Was it 3 3/4? I don't know. Anyway, I guess I was kind of on point. So this Neptune in Aries, redefining leadership. Old dogmatic structures may shatter, replaced by independent, often impulsive leadership styles. Potential challenges. The shadow side includes increased impulsiveness, conflict, and the potential for misguided, fanatical, and chaotic actions. Historical and societal impact, independence movements, 1861 to 1875. This transit coincided with the American Civil War and the Emancipation Proclamation, reflecting themes of fighting for freedom and redefining rights. You know, like, why were they teaching me the Emancipation Proclamation in 3rd grade? You know, like, I remember learning about this and being like, what the fuck is an Emancipation Proclamation? Like, I don't even understand. I don't even get it. Anyway, Neptune and Aries, individualism. This period often marks a move away from collective. Thank God, because I fucking hate being part of the collective. I fucking hate it. I hate being part of the collective. Okay? I want to be rogue. I want to be on my own. I want to be doing my own fucking thing. And maybe Neptune and Aries is just the time. I love it. So this period often marks a move away from the collective, institutional control towards individual empowerment and self-defense. Expect major shifts in technology, personal defense, and artistic spiritual expression. That's what's up. You guys know I'm tired. Okay, cardinal signs. These signs will experience major personal reevaluations and transformations. Fire signs will feel a surge. Oh, God, give me patience, okay? Cardinal signs. Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra. These signs will experience major personal reevaluations and transformations. So that is like shorthand for buckle the fuck up, because you're about to be launched into outer space and you're not going to have a good time. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, will feel a surge in creative energy, passion, and drive to pioneer new paths. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Ugh. Gag me with a fucking spoon. Pisces, as the sign previously ruled by Neptune, they will experience a significant shift in their or others' spiritual direction. Other signs will find themselves reevaluating their personal long-term goals, and for some, their role in fighting for justice or a new way of living. Now, I don't know if you guys saw, but Elon Musk was like, you won't even have to worry about saving for retirement in 20, 30, 40 years. And I just think to myself, like, I'm trying to read between the lines here. I'm like, what the actual do you mean that we won't have, like, will we all be dead? Will we be, So, I don't know. But here's the thing. I was like, I went on a date the other night, or the other day. I went for like a walking date. Bro, I've been single for 12 years. Like, and we were just like, he was 33, so he was younger than me. And he was talking about, like, you know, politics and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, when you're my age, when you're 80, you're going to see flip, flop. And at the end of the day, 2 wings of the same fucking bird, you know? When I realized that all the weapons of mass destruction were really just like shit that America gave those countries 10 years prior, it's like, oh, I can't even worry about that. Anyway, I don't even know why I got off on that tangent. I don't even know what you're saying. Oh, you guys are funny. This chick thinks she sees through the matrix. I mean, we're in a matrix. And yeah, I totally do. I do see through the matrix. It's like, I never really understood what my superpower was until everyone started talking about pattern recognition. And that is what I have. Like, I can recognize a pattern in people, places, situations, and things very, very quickly. And like, if somebody has a pattern, that it's never going to, like, that's their pattern. And unless they make a super concerted effort to reroute that pattern, that's their pattern. Give your lesbian glasses back to the Matrix. Do they make me look like a lesbian? I've been single for 12 years. That's my pattern. Well, okay, so let's talk about why I've been single for 12 years. I have evolved at a clip that normal people just couldn't keep up with. I had to undo a lot of childhood patterning and trauma bonding and all of that stuff. It's very, very hard to do when you are tied to a relationship. Some women are able to compartmentalize and then just move through life and have children and get married and do that stuff and, really compartmentalize maybe anything that happened in their younger years. My purpose on earth was to identify what those trauma patterns were and for me to work extra hard to try to undo those patterns in my own personality. So, everything in life is a give and a take. So every guy that I dated ultimately wanted to settle in New Jersey, New York, upstate New York, and have children. And because that's what all of them did. And when I was dating these guys, I would be like, okay, let's move. Let's move to California. Let's move to Florida. Let's move. Like, why are we staying in upstate New York and New Jersey? Like, what the fuck is here? There's nothing here, So, but they found partners. They found their chosen relationships, their partners. They had children. They are all on that coast, the East Coast. And I am not on the East Coast. And I was also, working through things at such a quick rate. Like I said, I have that pattern recognition. So I'm even able to like turn the pattern recognition on myself. And when I notice that I'm in a pattern of an unhealthy coping mechanism, I am able to say, Candice, let's take a step back and figure out why you're feeling this way. Now, I started working at a very, very young age. I was 7 when I did my first commercial. My mom had my sister. And then when I was like 9, so 93, 94, I started working like really full time. And all of the little girls that I worked with every day who were my peers were also my competitors. So I had to learn as a 9-year-old to be graceful when people who I was competing with that were little girls that were my age, that really in any other environment would have been my friends, we were competing. And if they won, I had to learn how to be graceful. And if I won, they had a hard time being graceful. But I thought it was important for myself, even though I was young. I felt like it was important for myself to learn how to lose gracefully. Don't be a sore loser. And I remember when I was in Little League and we lost like the championship and we were all sore losers. And I remember thinking like, I don't think I knew the word unbecoming as like an 8-year-old, but I thought to myself like, it didn't feel right to be a sore loser. And then 9 years old, I start working and I learn really quick from immersion therapy how not to be a sore loser. Because it was tough. Auditioning is really, really hard. And when you're a little kid and you're going to school, so you're working, you're going to school, your body is changing, you know, life is rough. And then you got to go work. And even if you're sick, even if you have a stomach ache, this is crazy. The other day, yesterday or 2 days ago, I had whole milk kefir and it with granola. Oh, it tasted so good. I just drank it up. I love whole milk and I love kefir. When I tell you, I was doubled over in gas pains for 2 days. And that was like my entire childhood because nobody knew about lactose intolerance before like 2020. So my entire childhood, I spent with horrendous lactose intolerance, not knowing why I was feeling that way because I was like 7. So crazy. That was crazy, but I will say it was delicious. It was delicious. It was delicious. I am boring. Bye, Running Man. See you later. I'm about to get even more boring. But my point is be, you know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you leave school and it's the same in the workplace. It's hierarchies, it's bullies, it's competition, it's sabotage, it's all of that stuff. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you either get used to it in 5th grade or you're going to be super bummed out the entire rest of your life that every single place that you walk into, there are going to be the cool guys, the mean girls, the cliques, it just is what it is. So if you're the Winona Ryder, you know, of your life, just get comfortable not fitting in. And you know, I had this discussion last night on my walk because this whole week has been actually very, very very like testing. And because I understand the matrix, I know that God, if you say that you want to be successful, okay? If you say that you want to be successful, do you know how much pressure successful people have to deal with on a day-to-day basis? Do you know how many emergencies they have to tend to every single day, all the time? Do you know how many high pressure situations they're put into? And God, the universe, whatever you believe in, will see if you're going to rise to the occasion doing like little mini tests. So you say you want to be successful, you want to be a fucking boss. All right, well, you're going to have to put out 13 fires before noon. And you're going to have to do it with a smile. Like this life is a video game. It just is. And so why not take it with a grain of salt and just go with the flow? My definition of success is meeting your responsibilities, taking care of your health, taking care of your environment around you, being a good person even when nobody's looking. And I'm not perfect. There are times when I'm a fucking bitch. There are times when I'm stressed and I'm tired and I snap. Of course. And that is where I course correct myself and say, I didn't like that. That wasn't a flattering part of my personality. What made you behave that way, Candice? And then I say, all right, I'm feeling unsupported. I'm feeling stressed out. I'm feeling pulled in too many different directions. Okay, we've identified the problem. Now, what are we going to do to solve it? It's, success is, and also to take full advantage of the opportunities that are in our lives and that come our way. I've shown my art on the Lower East Side. I've been on TV, in movies, in magazines. I've lived in LA, New York, New Jersey, all over the place. I've opened businesses, I've closed businesses, I've been married, I've been divorced. I believe in keeping it fucking moving. Like, keep it moving. Keep it moving, and you have to use your God-given talents. Like, if you are a filmmaker and you're not making, like, I was on a walk with my neighbor the other night. He's a musician and he like hasn't played music in a really long time. And I was like, God gave you a gift that you can play instruments and make music, and you're not? Like, that's fucking nuts to me. My job is doing hair. So I am able to do hair, and that is my art, but I'm still a painter, I'm still a photographer, I'm still an entertainer, and I haven't really been doing any of those things lately. God is annoyed. I know he is. He's making me feel restless. I'm staring at my paintings right now, and I'm just like, I got to get on it. God gave me this talent of painting, of drawing, of acting, and I'm not doing any of it. Jesus is king. Jesus is my homeboy. So, thank you for talking all about my philosophical tangents. I love that. We are going to talk about Jeff Lewis live. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Jeff Lewis live. He is such a fucking character. He is such a character. And the way Jamie Kennedy and Beverly D'Angelo have Jeff giggling like a wild man makes me giggle so hard. And I just love it so much. He had on Beverly D'Angelo and Nichelle Turner yesterday. And then he kept Bev because there was like a little bit of controversy. He banned Joey from the show. So Joey's been banned from the show, but then people saw something posted that Joey was going to be on the show the next day. But Joey has not been on the show. And I don't know who bailed, but he had Jamie Kennedy and then he had Bev stay for the second hour. And they were just like cracking me up. They were talking all about Jamie's new house and Jamie, but you know what? Jamie is like getting his ass into shape. He is working out. He's wearing the Wise Beauty eye patches. He's doing jaw exercises. He's, I think he's like getting on his shit. And it just like, occurred to me how insane it is that he bought that multi-million-dollar house. He's been doing a ton of like those Scream signings, and he's been in a lot of stuff over the last 25 years. Nene. 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 He's so cute. Nene. Hi. So yeah, he's doing all those signings. He's socked that money away and bought a beautiful, apparently, house in the flats. And honestly, if I was living in Hollywood or if I was living in LA, I would also want to live in the flats. Like, I want to be in a walkable area. I want to be in the mix. And I love that Jamie is 55 and he also wants to be in the mix and scoot around and have fun. I think his girlfriend is like kind of young. Hi. Hi. Do you want to say hi to the people? Do you want to say hi to the people? Or no? Did you just want to come up here and annoy me? Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Guess how old he is? Guess how old he is? I love a scruffy doggy. He looks scary. Love you. Thank you, baby. I got him a little scarf. My baby. Say hi to everyone. I love you. Ugh. What's on my sweater? How did I get food on my sweater? Oh, how cute, a Yorkie Havanese. I love it. Nene isn't going anywhere, you guys. This is a quarter zip, if you will. Okay. So anyway, back to Jeff Lewis Live. He said that he was going to give Jamie Kennedy all of his gym equipment, but what a pain in the ass. Jamie has to spend all this money to go have somebody get the equipment, break it down, and then put it in Jamie's house and rebuild it all. That's insane. Like, you genuinely couldn't pay me enough money to do that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Tell us the gossip. Well, you know, here's the thing about being an ethical person on YouTube is I actually get a lot of tea that I don't spill anywhere because I was asked not to. But I definitely get tea, but it's just between me. Yeah, Jamie Kennedy, the actor. Jamie Kennedy, the actor. NDA vibes. Even if I don't have an NDA, it's just like not my business to tell. You know, when they put it on the radio, then that is my business. But they're, you know, if it's not on the radio already, whoever says it, then, you know, I'll just keep it to myself. Thank you, Sir Leatherface. But, okay. So. Oh my God. I have a real man. He was just here. Nene. He's my realest man. So, okay. Let's talk about Oscar's dog. Oscar's dog fell off the couch, hurt her back, and then an entire $2,000 excursion was had to multiple vets to save the dog. Jeff was like, there are all these people who want to pay for your dog. And he was like, no, don't worry about it. Oscar is going to get chewed up and spit out at Jeff Lewis Live. And you know what's crazy? Like, I know everyone shamed me for saying Ryan Bailey had a different head from a different body. It looked like one of these things does not belong. Oscar, his body is like not bad, but he has like this soft, round baby face, and no girl is going to take that seriously. No girl that he wants to date is going to take that seriously. Like, there's got to be a fucking jaw exercise he can do to make his face a little bit more angular. Like, does he want to attract dudes or chicks? But he's a baby. His face is such a baby face. He is such a baby face. He needs to like chisel it out a little bit. Do some jaw exercises. Put some wise beauty on your face. Do a gua sha. But he's like very puffy here. And I feel like just like a little gua sha will maybe give him some definition. He wants like a hot chick, or I think he likes a twink, he said. That's what he said on the radio. I'm pretty sure he said he likes a twink. I could be wrong. His dog is okay. So don't worry about it, you guys. His dog is okay. And the baby shower is coming up. Oscar can't go to the baby shower because he has to take care of the dog. And I cannot wait to hear about the baby shower. Okay, side note. I do want to talk about these comfort clogs that I got. I'm definitely not lonely. I was an only child for a really long time. Like, I have a really good imagination. And I prefer my own company. I know that freaks people out. It freaks people out that I don't drink. And it freaks people out that I like my own company. I know. I get it. I'm sorry that I'm freaking you out, that I'm enjoying my own time. These are the comfort clogs. They're like $44, okay? I got them because I stand on my feet all day for work, and it has like a great heel cushion and arch support, and it's like lined on the inside. When I was not going to be buying Birkenstocks right out the gate, because I was like, if I don't like these clogs and they look stupid on me, then I'm not going to want to spend $160 on shoes that are just going to sit in my closet. I got the Amazon clogs, and they are like comfortable, but very bare bones. No cushion in the sole, no like lining on the inside, very bare bones. And I have to say, I wear those to work and my legs and my feet feel awesome. I could be standing on my feet 10 hours a day and they feel great. So I was like, maybe I'll buy the comfort clogs. I see them advertised all over my TikTok, all over my Instagram, all over my Facebook, everywhere. And I was like, they're $44, whatever. If I hate them, I could return them. No big deal. And I got them in the mail the other day, and they are so comfortable. Like, I'm into this clog trend. I'm into it. I'm at a point in my life where comfort is king, and I just want to be comfortable, and I want to be balanced, and I want to be in my vibe, and I want to be doing my art, and I want to be chilling. Yeah. I have the Hokas, and then, you're supposed to replace these shoes you're supposed to replace your walking or running shoes like every 3 to 6 months. I do like I do like a year. No, I do like 6 months to a year because I do walk a lot. So it is important for me to properly support my feet if I'm going to be walking 10,000 steps a day. So I do, and I just get them at Nordstrom Rack. Who cares? I wear them to work. I do the Hokas and On Cloud. I got some On Clouds from Nordstrom, and they're great. I don't know what they're called, like the Cloud Monster or something like that. But they're good. Marissa Tomei. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. A little high pony. Single, not lonely. You know what's crazy? If I looked like miserable, dirty, Quasimodo ass bitch, Slavian, whatever, then I would worry. But I think I'm okay. I kind of want to do Invisalign. I want to do it for my bottom teeth. I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, D-Man is single, not lonely. Oh. I just went to the dentist, got them cleaned. Thank you. I'm going to go brush them and floss them. Take a little shower, unwind from the day. Yeah, I know. That's because these teeth started growing in behind my baby teeth, and my baby teeth like wouldn't fall out. So my mom had to take me to the dentist, and they had to like put me under and remove the teeth. And I liked the laughing gas, and my mom got so worried I was gonna be a drug addict, and I was like, chill, B. I was just like enjoying the laughing gas. Chill, B. Yeah. I am a single cat lady. I love it. I love my cat. Why aren't I monetized? I have no idea. Oh, God, I would hate being a teacher. Oh, thank you. I was married, yes. I was married. Your friend Corey. Well, welcome to the world we live in. It's just a weird world. Tell you the tea on my marriage? Well, there really isn't any tea. We were just like young, living in Brooklyn. And yeah, we were just like 24, 25, 26. We were just like young kids living in Brooklyn. I actually have a really romantic story. It was the 4th of July, and I was a figure model when I was still auditioning as an actor, and a figure model. I worked for the art colleges in New York City and Brooklyn, but they would close during the summer before they started their summer semester. So I had like a little like 3-week month break, but I needed to work, a month off meant I wasn't making any money for that month. So I tried to be like a club promoter. And it was at that club in the city, Bed. And I walked in and I had like a whole bunch of people with me. And we all went to the club and we got there and I was like, I actually hate this. I was like, come on, guys, I'm not doing this. We left. And we started walking from Bed, which was on like, I don't know, maybe like 23rd, 24th, 25th, like up there, and like 6th. And we started walking down towards the Lower East Side because that was 2009 and it had rained in New York City in 2009 for like 3 weeks straight that summer. So it's July 4th weekend. I'm trying to be a club promoter. It was the first weekend it didn't rain and we're all fucking out. Me and everyone I did that show, It's Okay, I'm an actor with. The producers, directors, whatever, everyone. And we start walking downtown. And we go to this like one party in this apartment rooftop. And this is so crazy. This kid drove in to the city from New Jersey and he worked at like some store in the mall. And he came all the way there and I like ditched him. I was like, whatever, we're leaving. We're going back to Brooklyn. So I leave him at this party. This poor kid drove all the way from New Jersey to see me. That was so fucked up. And I should have dated that guy instead. So we're down on the subway at Delancey Street, and there's a McDonald's upstairs, and there's a McDonald's at the Kosciuszko stop in Brooklyn, off the J train. And I'm on the train platform. Now, this is annoying. My friends, we were up in that McDonald's for like an hour because I was with like a whole big group of people. Guys were shitting. Like, they were taking for fucking ever. Okay, so we were just sitting in the McDonald's for like an hour. I had ditched this kid. I had ditched this job. And finally we get downstairs to the fucking train platform. And we're waiting on the train platform, me and my friends, to go back into Brooklyn. And all of a sudden, this guy walks up to me and he goes, do you know where the McDonald's is? And I was like, yeah, there's one right upstairs. I said, but there's also one at Kosciuszko. And behind that guy was the guy who would later become my husband. And his name was Bobby. And he goes, I live at Kosciuszko. And I was like, good for you. But he was super hot. 6'2", beard, blonde hair, blue eyes, freckles, but like a nice body. And he was wearing black cut-off Levi's jeans and a pale blue collared shirt with a captain's hat. Oh my God. I went fucking nuts. Anyway, long story short, we were making out in the train before it even left the station. The train pulled up. He was like, that's my stop. Kosciuszko's my stop. I was like, yeah, well, cool. Good for you. And I like pivoted and got into the train, sat down. He came over, sat down next to me, took his hat off, put it in front of us, and we started like making out. Yeah. So it was so crazy and so New York and so romantic. And then we ended up getting engaged like really quickly. And then we got married a year later. But we were just like young, you know. He went like to get his master's degree. I went back to hair school. I quit acting. He was working for the Elle magazine, adjuncting, working for Trader Joe's, writing, doing all these reviews. There's just like no way one person can juggle all of those things and not snap at some point. But you know, he also really loved Hunter S. Thompson. That should explain a lot for you. And he really lived life like a little bit dangerously at certain points. And I thought to myself, like, you know, this can't be the rest of my life. This can't be the rest of my life. Although very entertaining and very, you know, people do just like respect you more when you're in a relationship, but that's not the only thing that's going to keep me in a relationship, you know. I was not always an extra, no. Not always an extra. I did a lot of principal work. But yeah, extra work is great. Also, I was SAG and AFTRA, so you know, have you ever seen a SAG and AFTRA background check? It's pretty beefy. So it's, you know, it's pretty good. Pretty good. You guys are crazy. You could find me in I Think I Love My Wife, Bar Stars, Blue Screen. You could watch me on YouTube. It's Okay, I'm an Actor. We have 1 season of that. You could watch my commercials on YouTube. It's Okay, I'm an Actor. I'm an actor. That was actually really fun to work on. I've been on a lot of novellas. Oh my gosh, I'll show you one right now. I have it hanging up. Hold on. So I was on a ton of book covers when I was a kid, and I was organizing my books, and look what I came across. One of the book covers I did when I was little. Lydia, Queen of Palestine. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing at this point, but yeah, pretty cool. We shot this in Brooklyn, and that's just one of 9 trillion jobs I did. But yeah, every once in a while I'll find, you know, some of my advertisements around my house. I feel like this was probably like 95, 94. This was 94. Let's see. Oh, 95. I don't know if you could see, but it says 1995. Scott Gladden, 95, color illustration. Let's Google him. Scott Gladden. Oh, yeah. Documenting the art of Scott Gladden. Yeah, here he is. I wonder if he's dead. Cool. So, yeah. Yes. I am in my 40s. I am in my 40s. I just had a birthday. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. All right. It is time. Thank you guys for joining me. What does that even mean? You look good for 40. What does that even mean, you guys? What does that even mean? But anyway, thanks for joining me for another episode of the Daily Dish. I am Marcos Polanco. I am looking for handsome, strong men to help me build my dream life. Some people look beat at 40. No. People are yelling outside. Well, it's because I lead a nice little balanced life. And I enjoy my life every day. I'm living life. I'm loving life. No, none of these are pictures of me. That is the Virgin Suicides. That's the, if you haven't watched Sofia Coppola's rendition of the Virgin Suicides with Kirsten Dunst, you don't even know what you're missing. I'm excited for 50. I'm excited for 50. I'm excited for what's to come. I feel like Neptune and Aries is, it's going to be a wild ride. And I'm here for it. So, yeah. Thanks, guys, for joining me for another episode of The Daily Dish. We're going to, I was doing it every night. And then I've been like finding my rhythm with my new job. And I am now ready to work on a modified and consistent schedule. So I'm excited for that in the new year. And who is running up the stairs? I'm so nosy. But yes, I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. You put the ponytail back on. What if I do half up, half down? How cute is this? Love. Okay, on that note, deuces, peace out, peeps, and then just admire my manicure. I did gel French by myself. I did a gel French manicure. How does it look? Okay. I love you guys. Oh my gosh. The biggest tea yet. They said it on Jeff's show today. They alluded to it. His new address has 666 in it. That's fucking crazy. Is Jeff Lewis the devil? I hope not, because I love listening to him. But yeah, go listen to Jeff Lewis live. You could hear them talk. Ryan Bailey says, oh my God, when I saw that address, I got like so freaked out. And Annie's like, I love it. Slay. Slay. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.